everybody, it's me, Lonnie. I want to talk to you today about grounding, protection, and cleansing. Okay, those are three really important areas of things that you need to learn to do before you start working on your spiritual growth. Now, all of these are very good for just everyday life as well. Days that you feel kind of off, or your mind is overactive, or maybe you notice that you're kind of clumsy, dropping things that more than normal, anxiety's kicking in, or you get to work and everybody else is having a bad day and you've just absorbed it all and you just want to go crazy. Those are all normal reactions, and it all means you need some grounding. So what is grounding? Grounding is helping us to ground into Mother Earth. The best way for me to explain it is electricity all has to be grounded. If not, you're going to get electrocuted, things will short out, things can catch on fire, and that all kind of relates to us. You get angry, you get agitated, you get fearful, you get anxiety kicks in, your mind won't shut down, and you just go, oh! So those are all signs that you need to ground, okay? Now, how do you do that? Well, there's several ways you can do that. You can take your shoes off, go outside and walk around in the ground, on the grass. You can take a nice long walk in Mother Nature and just clear your mind and enjoy everything around you. Listen to the birds, see if you can hear, anything moving around. Listen for the wind. If you're out by the ocean, just listen to the water. That's what being in the moment is about. You just listen and pay attention to everything around you. Notice the colors of the trees, if they're blowing. Notice if there's a rabbit, a butterfly, that kind of thing. You can go sit under a tree, put your back to a tree and sit there for a little while. The tree will then filter out the negative energy and allow you to have positive energy. And it'll help raise your vibrations, which is very important. Now, how do you do that? Listen to music. Listen to music. And there's a lot of it on YouTube that's free. And eating good, exercise, even if that's just a little walk, that's still just as good. Being positive, saying positive things, thinking positive things, behaving positively, manifesting, setting intentions, those are all good ways to do it. So once you've grounded, you'll notice that you feel a lot better. And that is so important, especially when you start working with your psychic gifts. You want to make sure that you protect yourself. That means grounding, shielding, and cleansing, because you don't want anything else to attach itself to you that's not for your greater good or your higher self. Now, this can also happen and help out a lot with everyday life. Have you ever noticed how when you go shopping, you just don't really want to be in there? You can't wait to get what you got to get and get out? Or that people want to walk up and talk to you and tell you all about their problems? Or how you've come home and all of a sudden you're just drained and wore out and just need to rest? Well, guess what? You were vibing high. You went in. The negative ones took your energy and gave you theirs. So if you would ground, protect yourself, that wouldn't happen. So these next three steps, grounding, shielding, and protecting, they're very important. Even if you're not practicing spiritual development, they're still good for your everyday life, okay? So grounding, cleansing, and protection. Grounding, like I said, is getting outside, being in Mother Nature, getting your feet to the ground. That's the best way. Go sit outside in the yard. Those are the very best ways to do it. Now, if you're inside, you can always sit down where it's quiet, where you won't be disturbed, feet flat on the floor. And what you do is you take a deep breath in, out through your mouth. And when you're doing this, after you've getting good at this and you're used to doing it, you'll understand why. But once you do that, the first 3 deep breaths is to help you relax, to clear your mind. And then while you're there, you want to start to envision roots coming out the bottom of your feet. Like you're a tree stump and those are your roots growing deep into the ground. You want to envision them wrapping around stones or crystals, but you want to take them deep into the heart of the earth, to Mother Nature. Now, what happens after that is every time you take a deep breath in, you're sucking in, you're breathing in that pure energy When you're blowing it out, you're pushing all the negative stuff back down into the earth. Now, once you learn your chakras, as you're breathing in, you can start to focus on your chakras. Like your root chakra is red, sacral is yellow, and so forth, all the way up to your crown. And as you're envisioning these, you start envisioning the lights getting brighter and brighter and brighter. So that is that is another way for you to ground. Now, if you're in a hot spot and you can't do anything like that, you can always get you some dark chocolate. Just have a piece of dark chocolate. Real, natural dark chocolate. It's a really great way to help you ground. We use that a lot with Reiki. Anyway, I do. Now, excuse me. The next one, protection. What is that? Well, that's where we are protecting ourselves from negative energy. Or, as you will hear, energy vampires. Okay? So, in doing that, you have to be very, very responsible, because you don't want to attract negative energy and you don't want to have your energy taken from you. So, when practicing your psychic abilities, and when you're working with psychic in psychic areas like tarot, oracle, doing reading, doing Reiki, mediumship, that kind of thing, connecting with spirit, you want to protect your energy field. So our energy field is our first line of defense. Okay. So the purpose for protecting this, like I said, is you want to keep away negative vibrations, negative energy that comes from outside sources. So by doing this, excuse me, by doing that, you're protecting yourself and your energy. And now you're asking, how do I do that, right? Okay. So we've grounded. Now, after you've done that, you want to protect yourself. The way you do that is you envision this beautiful golden light, a bubble just coming out from your heart, okay, from your heart chakra. You just want to let it grow. Just envision this beautiful golden light just wrapping itself around you. And basically, it's going to be a big bubble. You're going to be cocooned into this beautiful bubble of golden white light. What is that? The golden white light is the pure light from your divine creator, God, source, energy, Buddha, whatever word you choose to use. That's what that is. That golden light comes from there. Okay? So it's surrounding you. It's protecting you. It's shielding you from negative energy. Okay? Now, cleansing. How do you cleanse? What's the purpose of cleansing? Well, cleansing is very important, just like shielding and grounding. You want to cleanse your energy so that you don't have this negative energy hanging on to you. Just from everyday life, going out into the grocery store, going out around negative people, going into groups, listening to people talk negatively. That's all needs to be cleansed out. You don't want to keep a hold of that. So how can you do that? You can use crystals. Crystals are great for grounding too, and for protection. You can take salt baths, Himalayan salt baths, burn incense, sage. Those are all great ways for protection and cleansing, Those are great, great ways to do that. But it's very important that you do that. Now, another great way for cleansing is you can envision while you're sitting there and you're sitting there meditating or sitting in the power, just being quiet after you've grounded and you're shielding, you envision the beautiful white light from the heavens above coming down through your crown chakra and allowing it to flow all through your body, all the way through your organs, your tissue. You envision it cleansing everything in your body and pushing it down into the earth, okay? That's a good cleanse. And a lot of times you'll feel a little lightheaded, but you need to remember to drink some water after you do that throughout the rest of the day, because it's important to flush all of that out. Some people, when they do that, they, find out they got a lot more energy. Or when you do it for like a really hard cleanse, you have trouble sleeping that night because you're pretty active. So that's another way to cleanse. You can also envision yourself walking over and standing under a waterfall, where the white, beautiful white waterfall that's just been filled with the white light from the heavens above. That's another good way. Okay, so the three things that are important to remember: ground, shield, and cleanse. You've got to get in the habit of doing those things. Those three things are so, so important. Get outside, go for a walk. If you live by the ocean, get out and walk along the beach. Put your feet in the water. Go for a swim in the ocean. Take a salt bath. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Okay? Raise those vibrations. Cleanse, shield, protect. All right? Now, if you like that video and those informations and you want to know some more, I'm going to continue this process on and giving you the guidance that you need and some information to help you grow. You hit that like and that subscribe button, and you'll know exactly when I post these videos. Okay? Have a great day. Remember, ground, shield, protect.